morning, guys. Rick Shaw here on the 20th of March, 2023. My boy and I had a really nice day. We went down to the mall and picked out his cake. And I'm going to tell you something here that's never going to change, and it's so comical when it happens. We go into the big S&M supermarket, and the way they have you pay for the cakes it's ridiculous. It's just so stupid. Well, you go to the one side where the cakes are, and you pick your cake. And then they tell you what the cake's called, and you got to go over to the other side and tell the girl over there what your cake is, and you pay her. And then you come back, and they give you your cake when you give them the receipt. It's silly, but this happens a lot, and I'm over there just shaking my head. So I get up to the girl at the register, and the cake was called a submarine cake. Okay, I'll put a picture in there. So I said, submarine cake. And she's just perplexed. She's looking at me, twisting her head like a dog. Submarine cake. And I said, submarine cake. I want to pay. She's not getting this at all. She's twisting her head. So the girl behind her comes up, and they start chattering. And I said, submarine cake. Nothing. They're just drawing a blank, these two. Okay, so I'm looking over top of the counters, and I can see the girl on the other side, and I come over and I come help me. They don't know what a submarine cake is. So she comes walking over across the aisle, and she looked at the two girls there, and she said submarine cake, and instantly they got it and rang my order up. This happens with my wife all the time. It's like when you're a foreigner, they just go deaf, and just something happens in their brain where they can't accept the sound emanating from your face portal. And I don't think it's ever going to change. It's ridiculous. But we did get a good motorcycle ride. We zipped up into town. We actually, going into town, we could have walked faster, and it sucks. The motorcycle, I do have to say, it's top heavy. It's just a top heavy bike. It's unwieldy when you're going slow, the way the gearing is. If it were mine, the first thing I would do would be to take the gearing. I think I'd put 4 more teeth in the back. Try to get that first gear a little lower, because when you're trying to balance, you need power. And this thing, when you're on and off a clutch to try to run this thing, it's no good. It's got good power though. The boy likes to zip around a little bit, so we had some fun there. Hey, come here. We had a little bit of fun zipping around. He dug it. And he got some more squirt guns, so they got to do their squirt gun war. So we're starting to get a sunrise. I don't know if you can see that. There's the moon out there a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but the sun's starting to come up. Dogs and I were out walking. Little one's tired out. He piddled on the floor this morning, so not too good. Dorothy was staying down with him, but she must have been in a deep sleep, because he gets up and snoots around, and but we got him out. He got out and ate and did his poo-poo walk. So one thing that's happening here with all these people walking it's kind of sad, is now these ones that complain, they're the ones taking their dogs. You go on that back road there. Yesterday I counted 10 piles of dog poop, fresh dog poop, and it's right in the middle of the road. And this neighborhood's going to turn out just like anywhere else I've been here with the damn dog poop. It's a royal shame. And they complained about dogs loose. Somebody complained about Shaky again. And she was with me. She was with me again. They're like targeting they're targeting us because they see us walking without a leash. Like right now, I don't got a leash on her. She's right here with me. So, kind of funny though. Won't change, and who knows? But they're so afraid of the rabies. My wife was saying, 20,000 peso fine if your dog's caught and it doesn't have a rabies shot. And I'm just like, come on, give me a break. The way the laws are enforced here, it's like the driving. The driver teacher was over. Faye's driving teacher was there yesterday, and super nice fella. And so we were chit-chatting with him, and he was the same way. He's like, they don't enforce anything here. He says, I know the laws. I've been doing this for a long time. This is what we teach. And they don't follow anything, And I was telling him in the States, a lot of the bad habits they get here driving, you lose your license in the States, or they'll take so much of your money you just don't want to drive no more. But most Filipinos, when I was in California, their license is gone. I actually had a small business where I used to go over and drive these Filipinos to somewhere, and then I would get out, and they'd get in front of the driver's seat or beside the car in front of a big signboard, like for Las Vegas or something like that, and like they drove there in their BMW. Because they lost their license right off the bat, and counterflowing and doing all that stuff. But yesterday, coming back, it was you really got to be on your toes on the bike. Coming back though, so many people just pull out in front of you. Oh, we gotta come on, Shaky, let's go this way. Them stupid yap dogs. These lights, I don't know what happened. If you'll notice it, the one behind me, and you notice the one up there, they all went into some kind of blinking mode, I think because the power's been flickering on and off. I don't know what they're doing with the power right now. But our Instahot in the kitchen, anytime the power goes out, it resets to off. So, we got that, and it's been doing it quite often. I'm having to get up there and reset it. So I don't know what they're doing with this power, and I think it flicked it on and off a couple times, and it put these into blink mode, which is kind of weird. But they put these they're putting these LED lights in there. Guys, they're not bright. These things are nowhere near bright enough. They got the high-low thingy. Most of the time they don't work. We were coming up the other night, and Shaky went through first, and the high-low came on. And by the time I got there, it had shut off. And when I got up there, it never turned bright. So there's them damn howling dogs again. You can't win with them damn things. They had to... This is so stupid. They're going to tear that house down. So in order to build this house right here, which they started on and quit, they had to, because of the property line, which they tore it down and they moved it over, and they built this new wall only 3 inches or so over. The thickness of this block is about it. And if they're going to tear it down anyway, what'd they put the new wall for? I don't understand that. They do things that are, perplexing, to say the least. I don't know, but the little tiny boy had it nice. Yesterday, though, coming home, and this is something you guys got to watch out for. We're coming back to we walked up to the store. We did a couple mile walk, the kids and I. Just chit-chatting, that's one thing when we walk, all four of us, we just yak and blab and talk about anything. But not too safe to walk up this road here, because the way the motorcycles are flying too fast, cars are coming over, and then they beep at you when you're walking. You have to walk on the road because a car is parked on the sidewalk. Well, Mumu's walking, and there was a corrugated steel, but it wasn't the heavy corrugated steel, guys. It was a super lightweight corrugated steel, and he's walking on that, and it's starting to bow, and I grabbed him real quick, as that corrugated steel was given away. And underneath that corrugated steel was a hole, and it just fit over top of the, over top of the hole. And the water was a good 6-7 feet down. If he'd have fallen in there, he'd probably been killed, or I wouldn't have been able to reach him out. And they had like rebar going across. You'd have been locked or caught in that. This is just normal here. This is, they just threw a piece over it. And if an adult would have stepped, he'd have went through that immediately. And you'd have got caught because the rebar would have bent down, kind of like one of them Chinese finger traps. And you'd have been caught and in trouble. But this is the mode here they roll. And that'll be like that until time immemorial. They'll leave that like that. And it was like a gray water sewer thing. So you'd have fallen there, not only you would have got cut, but you'd have got some sort of a deadly funk disease from down there if you lived. So be careful when you're out walking. But yesterday I was thinking, man, it's more dangerous to walk. I was shepherding the kids over, and I just thought, man, I'm not going to do that again this way, walking that way. We walked up to the 7-Eleven, get the kids some drinks and stuff, but it's not going to change here, the driving. It's not. But I haven't seen too much on the news or anything. Just crazy. We had live yesterday. What kind of three hours, but it was a nice. Lot of guys joined in. I hope you folks will look at that Albaugh Beaks in case they shut me off, because they shut me off for absolutely no reason. So they could do it again. They could do it on this one. They could do it on this one. I'm not sure what's going to happen. So give that a look. Kitties are eating the dog food again. Look at them guys. But I'm going to let you go. And little Miss Beautiful Dolly, would you like to do the honors?
Right shot out.
Okay, thanks, guys.